Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Arielle Sterling, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about how to use your body as a compass. Now, this topic came up because somebody asked me if I was familiar with muscle testing and that type of concept, muscle testing, dowsing. And I do use muscle testing, actually. I use muscle testing in my practice when I am working with clients so we can identify things that are happening within their body, because the body is one of the most impressive tools that we have. It is so smart, so intelligent, and we don't give it near the amount of credit that it deserves. So today I'm going to talk about a couple ways that I personally use my body as a compass, how I self-test. So I'm actually not going to be talking about muscle testing today because I don't muscle test on myself. That is, again, a practice that I use with other people, but that is not something I do for myself, so it doesn't feel authentic for me to speak to that. However, I'm going to share two methods with you that I personally use so I can align my body with proper intention and what feels good at that time. So the first method I'd like to talk to you about today is called True North. So most of you have heard of the phrase True North, and that actually was created because it's a thing. When you are aligned with the Earth's magnetic field and your body is facing north, you are in tune with that field. So you can use that to test yourself. So all you have to do is face north. And if you're in a place that you're not exactly sure what direction north is, you can always use your phone, because most phones these days, smartphones, have compasses. I know that the iPhone does. I'm fairly certain that the Android may have something you can download to give you that functionality as well if it's not built in. So how you would do this is you would stand facing, again, true north. Use a compass or your phone to give you that directionality. Stand shoulder width with your feet shoulder width apart. And what you would do is say a statement. Now, when I talk about saying a statement in regards to body testing, you're going to always use positive statements, simply for the fact that the universe doesn't resonate to a negative. So even if you were to say a negative term or a negative sentence, that's not how it works. Again, we all know the universe only speaks in positives, because in order to do this, you have to know what your positive and negative response is. So you would start with phrases that you know to be true. So I would say, my name is Arielle. And I'd wait a moment, and I would be able to feel my body react, either sway back or forth. And so I would continue to do this until I felt comfortable in understanding what my truth is. So for me, if I am using a truth, if I'm speaking a truth, my body gets moved forward. If I am speaking a falsity, my body oftentimes will get pushed back. And you can really feel that pushback, especially when you are facing north and deeply aligned with that earth energy. Another way to do this, there is a technique that I do in my energetic healing practice called the matrix healing technique, and that actually plugs your body into that magnetic field so you don't have to physically be facing north. So myself, if there's something that I'm trying to indicate, if I'm just out in public and I can't pull out a pendulum, if I can't go through that kind of process, this is something that I'll do in order to determine, again, if it's good for my body, if it's something that I should be buying. Again, those yes or no questions based on my body's specific energy. So again, you can use that true north method with anything. Again, like I was saying, you can use it to test allergies. You can use it to test deficiencies in your body to see, what you need more of. If you're not consuming enough fiber, if you're not consuming enough of a specific element, iron, calcium, all of these sorts of things. You can use these tips and tricks within your body to really identify that. So again, get comfortable in what that truth is, And then this will come as second nature when you are out and need to be utilizing that. The second tool that I use is a pendulum. So this is actually the pendulum that I use for most of my work. I do have a couple different pendulums. But as you can see, this does have all the different chakra crystals. Pretty. And the way that we use the pendulum, again, you want to start by testing what the truth is. So what I will do when I'm using a pendulum is I will first steady my hand. As best I can. I will ask that the pendulum steady. And then I can ask, please show me your yes. And you can see that it starts to swing. I'm not moving my top hand. It may be shaking a little bit, but I'm not actually moving it. What's happening is the crystals picking up on the energy from my hand. So now you can see that it is swinging in a full circle. You can ask it to stop. Thank you. Please show me your no. And you can see that it's actually swinging in the opposite direction that it was before. It is swinging clockwise now. Very small movements, but going into a full clockwise motion. So once you feel comfortable in understanding, again, what your positives are, or your truth is, and your falsities are, you can test with, my name is such and such. And of course, use your full name. So my name is Arielle. See how it responds. And then test with, my name is Frederick. My name is obviously not Frederick, right? So you can use things that you know to be true. You can also use things to test, like, I am wearing glasses. I am wearing lipstick, right? So things that you know to be true in the time and space that we know is now are really great ways to test. So once you know what your positive and negative is, again, it's the same process as before. Making sure that you are asking in a positive manner, because again, the universe does not understand negatives. So when you are testing, again, for example, something that you want to buy in the grocery store, a lot of times I'll actually carry my pendulum in my purse in case I need it, in case I'm out for something. And I've been known to hold the package of something and ask, is this of my highest and best good to consume? So there's a lot of different ways that you can harness the energy of your body to determine what feels good in terms of what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Those are